Welcome back, students. In English, we will continue with the study of clauses. We will study the types of subordinate clauses, namely adjective clause, adverb clause, and noun clause. Adjective, adverb, and noun clauses. Adjective, adverb, and noun clauses contain a subject and a verb. They function as adjectives, adverbs, and nouns using pronouns or subordinating conjunctions. First, we will study adjective clauses. An adjective clause is a subordinate clause which is also known as a relative clause. It contains a subject and a verb, but it does not express a complete thought and cannot stand alone as a complete sentence. This clause provides a description and functions as an adjective. Adjective clauses are placed after the noun or pronoun it is modifying. Adjective clauses start with a relative pronoun such as who, whose, whom, which, and that, or a subordinate conjunction such as when and where. Those are the only words that can be used to introduce an adjective clause. For example, the student whose hand was up gave the wrong answer. It modifies the noun student. Jane is a person in whom I can place my confidence. It modifies the noun Jane. Some more examples of adjective clauses. The kids who live in this neighborhood take the bus to school. It modifies the noun kids. Arun, who is my best friend, lives in that house. It modifies the noun Arun. The dog that ate my garden vegetables lives next door. It modifies the noun dog. Maria, whose father is a Spanish professor, is my Spanish tutor. It modifies the noun Maria. The bike that I won at the raffle got a flat tire. It modifies the noun bike. Adverb clauses. An adverb clause provides a description and functions as an adverb. It is a subordinate clause that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. It usually modifies a verb and contains a subject and a verb, but it does not express a complete thought and cannot stand alone as a complete sentence. Adverb clauses answer questions of how, when, where, and why. Adverb clauses start with a subordinating conjunction, including after, although, as if, before, because, if, since, so that, than, though, unless, until, when, where, and why. How to identify an adverb clause? An adverb clause can be recognized using the following criteria. First, it starts with a subordinate conjunction. Second, it has a subject and a finite verb. Third, it answers any of these questions: where, when, how often, how long, how likely, to what degree, why, and so on and so forth. For example, John bought that book because he liked the author. In the above sentence, because he liked the author is an adverb clause. We can see that it follows all criteria. First, it starts with a subordinating conjunction because. Second, it has a subject he and a finite verb liked. Third, it answers the question why John bought the book. Some more examples of adverb clauses. Call me when you get home. Answers when. I cooked dinner while the kids were playing outside. It answers the question when. This is the store where the robbery took place. Answers the question where. Bring extra clothes since we might get wet at the beach. Answers the question why. You can have another cookie if you tell me your secret. Answers the question how. They arrived before the game had ended. Before the game had ended modifies the verb arrived. and answers a question when they arrived. Let us now study noun clauses. A noun clause is a subordinate clause that plays the role of a noun or pronoun. It contains a subject and a verb, but it does not express a complete thought and cannot stand alone as a complete sentence. Noun clauses start with a pronoun or subordinating conjunction. A noun clause can function as the subject, object, or complement of a verb, or as the object of a preposition. One of the easiest ways to spot a noun clause is to look for these words, which are that, whether, who, whoever, why, whom, whomever, what, whatever, how, when, where, which, and whichever. Types of noun clause. Beyond these keywords, you can also spot a noun clause based on its function within the sentence. First, subject of a verb. A noun clause can act as the subject of a verb. When there's a verb in the sentence, you must find the subject. For example, what Alia said made her friends cry. We use the method of questioning to demonstrate how the noun clause is being used. We can ask, what made her friends cry? The answer is what Alia said. Therefore, what Alia said is the subject of the verb made. Second, object of a verb. Noun clauses can also act as the direct object of a verb. She didn't realize that the directions were wrong. In this sentence, we can ask, what didn't she realize? And the answer is that the directions were wrong. Therefore, that the directions were wrong is the object of the verb. He didn't know why the stove wasn't working. In this sentence, we can ask, what didn't he know? And the answer is why the stove wasn't working. Third, subject complement. A noun clause can also serve as a subject complement. A subject complement will always modify, describe, or complete the subject of a clause. Chitra's problem was that she didn't practice enough. What was Chitra's problem? She didn't practice enough is the answer. Harry's crowning achievement at school was when he became the class head boy. What was Harry's crowning achievement? The answer is it was when he became the class head boy. From the above examples, we can see what questions these noun clauses answer and how they relate to the subject. Fourth, object of a preposition. Noun clauses also act as objects of a preposition. In the examples below, you will see the prepositions of and for in action. Jeevan is not responsible for what Ashwin decided to do. In this sentence, we can ask, Jeevan is not responsible for what? The answer is what Ashwin decided to do. Some more examples. Whoever rides in a car should wear a seat belt. This is a subject of the verb should wear. The students agreed on the best route to follow to the school. Object of a preposition on. He didn't know why the stove wasn't working. The direct object is the stove wasn't working. My hope is that everyone here becomes friends. The subject complement is everyone here becomes friends. Whatever you want to do is fine with me. This is the subject of the verb is fine. My dog will sleep wherever he wants. The direct object is wherever he wants.